David Benavidez absolutely destroys David Lemieux in the third round technical knockout. My initial prediction was for Benavidez to knock him out in the sixth. So he actually got him out of there 3 rounds earlier. Wow. Man, let me tell you, man, David Benavidez, I mean, I think this fight, he showed a different, he showed more patience in this fight. Uh, he wasn't throwing as much as he usually would throw. You saw that one little flurry that he was hitting. He was hitting him with a flurry after the first knockdown in the second round. You saw him giving him some flurries in the corner. But other than that, normally you see David Benavidez have a higher work rate. I think what they were doing in this fight was looked like they was working on some things. Looked like they was working on some things, man. He was working on that left. He was working on some other things. I saw him working on his footwork. It looked like he was working on his footwork, but he's still a little stationary in there. But I guess, like I said, man, styles make fights, and I guess they know who to be stationary with and who not to be. Or that's just David Benavidez. That's just how he fight, right? But you can definitely see the difference in his fighting when versus his last fight versus this one. Maybe he's being a little cautious, a little bit more cautious with David Benavidez. Because in the prediction video, I said he might be a little cautious because of Benavidez, because of David Lemieux's power. He was to a certain extent a bit cautious, but after he felt, I think he felt, I guess, Lemieux's hardest punch that left, did nothing to him. I think David Lemieux's power didn't really move up to 168. I think that's, it slowed him down, man. And I think the second one hit him with a left. I think Benavidez hit him with a left and it stunned him. And after he stunned him, he got him up out of there. He was hitting him with those same them double and triple uppercuts. Same what Gervonta did to I forgot that fighter. Who did Gervonta Davis fight? He gave him the same uppercuts on the rope, man. Was it Pedraza? Oh man, I don't know. I gotta go back and watch it. But I thought the ref was gonna stop it right there, but he didn't stop it. He let the fight. It was right at the end of the fight, end of the round. So next round, third, they was letting it go, man. Both of them was. David Lemieux was a dog, though, in his own sense, man. He was letting it go, giving it all he had. He didn't lay down. He was in there to fight. He was hitting Benavidez with some pretty decent shots, but it wasn't really affecting him, man, because I said him moving up in weight, I don't think that really did nothing. I don't think his power translates well at 168. But David Benavidez in the pocket with him, trading shots. They was letting leather throw. For as long as the fight lasted, they was letting leather throw. And in the third round, I think he knocked him down again. Was one round he punched him damn near. I never saw somebody get punched under the ropes like that. That was crazy. It was almost like, like in video games where, like, let's say you punch somebody and then they like just magically like the ropes just appear right through him and shit like that. It was almost like, it was almost like he was glitched or something in the video game and he just fucking just he just vaporized through the ropes or some shit. It was fucking hilarious, man. He could have fell out the fucking ring. It was almost like that. But he caught himself and he got up. But he still kept fighting. It was no match, man. He was trying. He was giving it all he had. He was trying that left. He was trying to catch him with that left. It just wasn't affecting David Benavidez, man. But the fight went on, and then third round came, and they was throwing the whole third. They was just trading back and forth, trading shots. Benavidez cracked him again, wobbled him, still kept fighting, and then it was just one time where you saw them huddle up together. They was like about to go into the phone booth, and David Lemieux pushed up against him. Ref jumps in the middle, waves it off, and I didn't agree with that. I think that fight was stopped a little too soon, man. Even though he was getting beat up, it wasn't to the point where he wasn't like he didn't have his wits or nothing like that. He was still there, man. He still was throwing some shots, and he should have let David Benavidez go out on his shell. He should have let David Lemieux go out on his shell, but he stopped it. Lemieux wasn't happy. Me either. I didn't really like the stoppage, but eventually he was gonna get knocked out anyway. But everybody wanted to see David Lemieux go out on his shield. So Benavidez becomes the WBC interim title holder, which should line him up with a Canelo Alvarez fight. You know, Canelo's has the 168. He's undisputed. He has WBC at 168. Uh, that is who he should fight. But you notice at the post-fight interview, David Benavidez wasn't really focused solely on Canelo Alvarez. After Jim Gray asked him who's next, he's just like, listen, he was calling out certain names. He said Morrell, Charlo, Plant. And he was like, yo, I'll take any of them on. If they got the Bulls to come and sign the contract. Because, you know, pretty much David Morrell's been a little vocal towards David Benavidez, calling him out. And you don't really hear too much from David Benavidez regarding David Morrell. A lot of people think he's ducking and he's scared of David Morrell. I don't think that's the case. You know, so let's see what's next for David Benavidez, man. Hey, listen, many people say, who's next? And I'll say, well, whoever wants to fight him. Because at this point, we don't know who's next because these dudes ain't fighting each other. So you got to give Lemieux his props for stepping in the ring. But the thing is, we don't know, you know, when a lot of these dudes ever going to fight. So you got to say, damn, all right, let David Morrell fight it because he's the only one calling him out. So maybe that might be next. It might be David Morrell. Who knows? Because it don't look like Canelo Alvarez. Well, at least we don't know yet. We don't know what Canelo's going to do next. Well, as far as after he takes on, potentially he's supposed to be fighting Triple G. Let's say he beats Triple G. And then he's open to a fight with David Benavidez. Let's see. Let's hope that happens. Otherwise, I'd like to see David Benavidez fight David Morrell. I think he beats David Morrell, but we'll have to find out. Morrell is strong, young, and he has a lot of power. So we'll see how that goes. Or then Jamal Charlo talking about some other shit. And a couple of, what was he? He ain't gonna fight him until a little bit later. I remember I heard him say something about that on the interview. He's like, yeah, I'll fight my people. Yeah, we're gonna line it up with David Benavidez. Then he said something else that kind of like that was like was a total contradiction to what he just had said in that interview. It was weird. I don't remember it, but he said pretty much, yeah, we looking for the fight. But then he was saying, on the other hand, they don't care about the fight. Some shit he was saying, but I guess at this point, David Benavidez is just gonna have to fight who they throw in front of him. That's really it at this point, because we don't know what's going on with Cinnamon. So I would say David Morrell and then Demetrius Andrade. Those should be his next opponents. Because Canelo, Charlo ain't. I think he just all bluff. I don't believe shit that Jamal Charlo says anymore. Never really did in the first place. Fuck him. But David Lemieux is now the WBC interim champion. Let's see what happens. If the walls are closing on a lot of these dudes, let's see if somebody stands up to the plate. Anyway, I'm off this. Catch y'all in the next one. This is Rebel Life Boxing, man. I love y'all out there. Stay safe. Peace.